Hello, hello, hello. This is Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago as usual. And I've got two good ones today, two of my favorite places. I have one from 3B that was sent to me by everybody because it's kind of fun, but it's short. And but before we get there, we're gonna go to a special place. We're not gonna see Miss Lenice Bryant, but we are going to the 36th District Court. Having said that, we're still gonna have Miss Lenice Bryant bring us in because that's the only way to go to 36th District Court.
And great morning. All right.
Okay.
I am Judge Lenice Bryant. Welcome to the 36th District Court. You are at the 36th District Court. You are at 36th District Court. You are at 36th District Court.
Where are we, Judge?
You are at 36th District Court. You have
Mr. Artist, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Artist is ready. Let's do it. Come on. I need to do this case right now. 200
Mr. Artist is cool. He just cracks me up.
06173501.
I just wanted to
Artist, hold on.
Okay, I didn't mean to draw dirty, man.
Hold on. Mr. Artist.
Okay.
I'm talking. You can't interrupt me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Artist. You look here, we don't have very many people that get excited about telling me that they've messed up or they did something that they're not supposed to.
I didn't mess up on purpose.
I know you did.
I got a reason why I messed up.
I understand. Understand it. And you're not going to put that reason on the record. What is important for me, Mr. Artist, is that you acknowledge that you've fallen a little bit. And so now we have some recommendations as to how we proceed. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Have they talked with you about those recommendations?
Man, I think just a little bit.
Mr. Artist doesn't understand. They're trying to, cover themselves here. They might have mentioned something in passing.
Just a little bit. All right. Who wants to take the lead? Tell me what the recommendation, what we're doing, what's the recommendation as to Mr. Artist?
Your Honor, I'll go ahead. So there was some discussion with his treatment providers, and recommendation is that he will do the detox and residential treatment. And then upon successful completion of the ACT team at Team Wellness will work with him and his mother to get him appropriate housing that is appropriate for his situation.
All right.
Without going into the details.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Lorenz. All right. So
if I may, Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. If I can, just on behalf of Mr. Artist, basically, we spoke about this recommendation, Mr. Artist, in the background and in the breakout room, and we talked about the fact that we were having issues sleeping. Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. So part of our ability to. Okay, hold on 1 second. I got you, sir. Don't worry.
Okay.
So,
I really like that. That's really charming. The attorney's trying to help him. He starts barking over it, and he's like, no. But he's really sweet about it, because I don't think his client's all there.
So part of our discussion back there was, in order to alleviate some of this issue that we had, it might facilitate or require us dealing with this 30-day recommendation, which would require you to go inpatient. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So when the judge asks you if we talked about it, I just want to make sure that you're clear with the judge that you are aware of the recommendation and everything that it entails, because we spoke about it in the back, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Let's let the judge go ahead and finish, and then we'll wait for her. Thank you, brother.
All right. Attorney Barton, so you've placed a recommendation, you and Mr. Lorenz, on the record, and Mr. Artist, I know you've heard the recommendation. What I want to know from you is, do I have your commitment to work with us to make sure we have you in the appropriate place so that you can get the appropriate assistance that you need?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you. I do. And so I'm going to follow that recommendation.
He is one of the happiest defendants. You see him once in a while. I saw one in front of Judge Middleton before, but it is charming.
And so you'll do the detox and residency, and it's going to be 30 days. Is that correct, Mr. Lorenz?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then the ACT team will work with him and his mom, and of course, whoever the case manager will be, to get him in appropriate and suitable housing to continue his level of care. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. And so with that, well, Mr. Artis, when do you have Mr. Artis returning to see me?
I have him coming back May 5th at 2021 at 9:30, Your Honor.
All right. Did you hear that, Mr. Artis?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. I'm glad to see you today, and I'm glad that you're
Okay.
still working on you, okay?
Glad to see you too.
All right. Wonderful. I'm going to see you on the 5th of May. Nobody's really ever glad to see me, Mr. Artis, so thank
I'm
you.
glad to see you, Ms. Holmes. I'm glad to see you.
All right. That caught me off guard. I'm glad to see you too. All right, Mr. Artis. I'm going to see you on May 5th, okay? But we'll be keeping up with what's going on with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. He's just charming. The next bit is a guy who just freaks out. It's a really good clip. This is old. Somebody sent it to me on Discord. Thank you very much. I can't find who it is because whatever. I can't.
Right. Yes.
Judge, excuse me. Can I have the spelling of Mr. Artis's last name?
ARDS.
He knows how to spell it. Did you get that? D as in dog, Artis.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. You're very welcome. Thank you, Mr. Artis.
Okay.
All right. All right. I am ready on what should be the last case for this morning is Mr. Cronk. And so, Mr. Cronk, I'm going to have you unmute, please. And I have the following matter for you. Oh, my docket. I have case number 1904661901. Mr. Cronk, please state your name.
Devin Cronk.
All right. Mr. Cronk, you're not doing anything I've asked you to do. Why?
If I may, even before, Your Honor, please.
Who's that? Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Your
Yeah.
Honor. Yes, if I may.
Okay.
Herman Griffin, P77169, on behalf of Mr. Cronk. Your Honor, I do want to let the court know that that when I spoke to Mr. Cronk, he indicated that he was successful in the case to get his daughter on the April 12th. And so he now has custody, I guess, joint custody of his daughter, and she's actually with him many days in the week. Before when he signed the contract and everything, he did not have custody of his daughter. Well, I'm not going to say he didn't have custody. He wasn't able to see his daughter. And now the court awarded him with back, I guess, parenting time. So he now has his daughter. He can speak in terms of the actual days of the week. He indicated to me that with his daughter now being in his life, he has a better outlook on life. Like, he sees a lot of things differently. He's a lot happier. The drug testing facilities, he indicated, do not allow for kids in the drug testing areas. And what's going on right now, he indicated to me that transportation is an issue, and also the babysitting. And I told him that he has to start leaning on more people to make this situation, I guess, to make it where it's not a problem. He has custody of his daughter's in his life, so now that's just something else that he's going to have to deal with, but he still has to be compliant with the court orders.
But Mr. Griffin, he's not testing at all.
Well,
He's not testing.
I have.
You're not testing as ordered by this court. So that's not at all. You're not testing as ordered by this court.
Your Honor, I indicated to my client that when he doesn't test, the court takes it as a failed test. Not to say that he is using, but there's no other way to look at it. Because if they don't have the actual test results.
I mean, you're going to take off your shirt on the...
Mr. Crump.
I mean...
This is so good. The attorney's really smooth about it. He's like, not to say that he's using, but he's using. But there's no other way for the court to look at it. Yes, of course, he's skipping the test because he knows he'd be positive.
I'm about to take another break. I promise y'all.
I had dropped, I want to say the week of the 12th, I dropped twice. One of them was your mandatory court order, and I have that in text, and I went that day. The previous time, the last week, I had went, I believe, twice, and then that's when he had said that I had missed a Sunday.
Who's he? Who's he, Mr. Crump?
Mr. Lorenz.
Okay.
And they had switched my color.
Started off wrong. The court didn't order you to test 2 times per week. I ordered you to test 3 times per week.
Yes, that was Mr. Lorenz had texted me on Friday and told me that I was required to test 3 times a week. And I had changed my color.
I told you in court the last time that you were required to test 3 times per week.
So I watched a bit of this call. It's old. It's like a year old. And this judge is so sweet. She's like all, trying to cheerlead everybody. And this guy puts her over the edge. I mean, she went one after the other of these cases. They all have a sob story. She was like, smiling and nice the whole time, but you'll see it all disintegrate here.
I was not told that from you. I promised on my daughter that I wasn't told that. Lorenz,
why don't you, Mr. Crump? It's possible that you misheard.
Nothing goes my way.
Oh, let's just put out a warrant because I don't do tantrums, and so he's not available for this hearing.
Oh my God!
And so we can just
you can't
behave, Mr. Cronk. Now you're behaving like a 2-year-old. Stop it. We're trying to sort through some things. Now you stop it. Are you kidding me?
I have dropped.
Sir, hold on. Mr. Cronk.
I really I dropped wearing a shirt that says, "I just rescued a bear." Meanwhile, he had it covered, but he took it off during the hearing to display that. Wow.
Your behavior is unacceptable. You cannot have a tantrum in court or really at any time because it appears that things are not going your way. Now, this leads me to believe that maybe we don't have the appropriate level of service for him. Anytime I'm seeing an adult, but hold up. Anytime I'm seeing an adult perform that way, that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Whether you dropped or not, how you just behaved is unacceptable, Mr. Crump.
I've been very depressed.
I need you to stop. I'm talking. I haven't asked you a question. You don't have the floor.
Okay.
Your behavior is unacceptable today.
I apologize.
So look, Mr. Bart, Mr. Griffin, I'm inclined to believe we're not
I like that. I apologize.
Giving him the proper level of service. I'm inclined to believe that. That display of an adult who's talking about, I just got custody of my daughter. This is an open forum, live on YouTube.
Law Talk with Mike might find out about this.
And really? That's how you're behaving? Amazing and unacceptable. I'm not even going forward today. I'm not. I need him assessed. Okay, now I don't know who just came on with that foolishness, but I'm taking you off.
Stop it, Bottle Cap.
And let me lock my meeting. Look, I don't know what that was. I need an assessment done, an emergency assessment. Mr. Lorenz, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know who's going to do it, but that display I just saw, I need an assessment because I'm not certain we're giving him the right level of care. I'm adjourning this matter until, what's today? Wednesday. Let's get that assessment done, Mr. Lorenz. No excuses, Mr. Cronk. I need an assessment done to find out if there's some emergency intervention that we need to do, because what I just saw, unacceptable. I'm bringing this back on Friday. Which attorney is available on Friday? Mr. Griffin, come back and join us on Friday. I'll bring
Friday
it back
morning or Friday afternoon, because we have the other matter Friday afternoon.
And he earned it.
Do you need Friday afternoon?
No, Your Honor. I'm just saying we have another matter that I'll be.
I can either bring it in the morning, but if you need Friday afternoon, I don't have an issue with bringing it back Friday afternoon.
Oh, no, Your Honor. I was just saying I'll be here in the court Friday afternoon also. For you, for your
1:30?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll put Mr. Cronk on for 1:30 on Friday, and this matter is adjourned. Mr. Cronk, get yourself together.
Thank you.
To talk with Mr. Lorenz today so we can get an assessment. I want to make sure we're addressing the right.
You said Friday at 1:30?
Friday, the 23rd at 1:30 p.m. You'll dial into my courtroom just like you did on today. In addition, you're going to speak with Mr. Lorenz today because I need to have an assessment done. The display I saw today, Mr. Lorenz, this is recorded. I have recorded as well. And so the display that I saw today certainly concerns me.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'll see you on Friday, Mr. Cronk. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm just amazed, but I need to break. I know that Nathan Jones is on the docket, and I know that there's an issue and we need to do dismissals. I'm going to adjourn Nathan Jones to Friday as well at 1:30, and we can do the dismissals at that time. Okay?
Right, and that's what I was talking about, Your Honor. I knew I was already scheduled to be in your court at 1:30. So
I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
No. I mean, I was saying morning or afternoon is good for me. It's just I'm already going to be.
Your Honor, do you know how soon the YouTube videos get posted? He has an assessment with Dr. Alexander today at 5:30 for his.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
That's wild. First of all, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. At the end, they say, do you know when YouTube videos get posted? What difference does that make? Tell me in the chat. That's just striking me now as I'm watching this. It's strange. But is that Judge, what was it, Shannon Holmes? I don't know who it is. She's new to me, but I like her. I thought she was really cool. I watched more of the call, so I got a sense of what she's like. She's like very nice. She's operates sort of a drug court, and she's very supportive and nice. But that guy just crossed the line, and as he did, and she had enough. Oh, it was kind of fun. All right, the next one is we go over to 3B. A bunch of people sent this to me. It's our good buddy Keith Stickley. Pleading a guy to a silly case. The whole time he's attempting to keep a straight face, and he fails miserably. I mean, he really does. He puts up a good fight, but it doesn't happen. Thank you, Krabby. Just a down payment on a retainer for your charge for dogs sitting on the patrol.
Subscribe, or the dogs get it.
Is Mr. Schrock there with you? He is, Your Honor. All right, Mr. Schrock. The prosecutor that authorized it is not available right now. Mr. Stickley is proposing what is called a Cobb's agreement, where the judge agrees in advance as to what the sentence will be, at least in part. He's recommending that you not get any jail time for this.
So earlier in this, I think I cut it out. I mean, I did the short version. It went back and forth, but I just kind of cut it down to the part that I enjoyed. But this guy does pull out a hat and put it on right behind Keith. Keith can't see him in the middle of court. Somehow, somebody I think clues him in. But here, Keith can't take the charge seriously or the client. He's trying. I mean, he's trying to defend him. He does a good job. He gets him a good result, but he can't keep a straight face.
And before I agree to that, I would want to know what the prosecutor's opinion is on it. All right. I'm not sure whether you were present when I went through the rights. Don't look so forlorn. Nothing's going to terrible happen here, but I'm going to accept your plea if we get through this. Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you will be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or a jury? There will be no trial. Do you understand that? Yes. All right. Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this charge?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I've agreed to Mr. Stickley's recommendation with the agreement of Prosecutor Davis that I not order any jail time. However, she does request that I order some community service. Other than that, has anyone promised you anything to get you to plead to this?
No, Your Honor.
The affidavit says this happened August 7th of 2021 out by where you live. What was going on that afternoon or evening?
Okay, Your Honor. I was 2 houses down from where I live at, and I was walking on the side of the road. There was a vehicle coming down the road along with the cop, with the sheriff behind it. Well, he had started crossing the yellow line like he was going to pass. Well, I had ended up throwing eggs at the car, not realizing it was a cop car. And I hit it. As soon as I hit it, he had turned his lights on and turned back around. I had thrown my hands up in the air and walked to him, and, you know, I didn't give him no resistance, nothing like that.
All right, did he arrest you then or just give you the ticket?
No, he didn't even issue a ticket. He told me that I might get something in the mail and I might not. I never received anything in the mail for nothing.
Well, that happened in August. They issued the warrant in November. Took 3 months to get the warrant issued. And then you didn't get picked up until April. How'd you get picked up?
I was on the way back to the dentist with my wife.
All right, did they take you to jail?
Yeah, they took me to jail that day.
How long were you in jail?
Less than 24 hours. I bonded out the next day.
You got to be kidding me with this.
1 day credit, 1 day. What you got on looks like a jail shirt. Looks like you're ready to go to jail right now.
Looks like I got a jail shirt on. It's a polo. It's a polo shirt, and I see how
they're gonna get some more stylish green and white jail shirts. Maybe you're a trendsetter for fashion there at the jail. I've been exchanging emails with Mr. Stickley and Miss Davis, and I'm gonna just do a $5 fine, a $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fee. They're going to do 20 hours of community service of 4 days in jail, and you're going to wash police cars at the sheriff's department.
Okay. At the sheriff's? Yeah.
And I'm going to do a 2-month non-reporting probation. So you owe $130. You had enough money to bond out with a bonding company. You should be able to pay this within 30 days or 60 days. $130, and you're going to need to do 20 hours of community service, which might be 5 Saturday mornings or something, but we'll work that out. I want you to go downstairs to the probation department, and they'll get you started on this probation with the community service. And if sheriff doesn't have enough to do, maybe you can wash them in Constantine or something, but I'd just sooner be at the sheriff's department. And if they won't accept it, we'll have to find some other community service, but that one seems particularly apt. I've been here a long time. I started in May of 1980, and I don't believe I've ever had anybody throw an egg at a police car. This probably happened, but they didn't catch them. All right. I want you to go downstairs to the probation department. You're going to spend some Saturday mornings washing some cop cars, and you're going to pay me $130, and this matter will be done. All right, sir, you're good to go.
Okay. I don't have $130 today. Is that okay?
You don't have to pay it today. You have 60 days to pay that.
Go back to where you came from, ask the security there, they'll tell you where to go for the probation. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Take care. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you, Keith, for your help.
Well, there you have it. I just thought those were fun clips. The second one was sent to me by a bunch of people. The first one was sent to me by somebody in Discord, and it's a year old, but I'd never seen it, and it doesn't have a lot of views or anything. I thought that was an interesting call. I'm sure there was a lot more in the call. That's just what I grabbed today. I had a busy day. I would both at work and here on the tube. I was over at Legal Bites a little earlier doing some of the Johnny Depp trial, and I did another video with Yesenia, my assistant, earlier today, which was pretty fun. That was in Spanish. But thanks everybody for coming out. I just had these two good clips, and I felt like doing it, and I felt like alive because it's more fun, and I wanted to see y'all. All right, have a good night.